You are listening to Radio Long Island City, recorded at our studios near Hell Gate, 9 kilometers north of the Harbor Hill Moraine. And now, the Observatory. The Observatory, Wednesday the 27th of August, 2025. It is 68 days after the summer solstice. It is 26 days before the fall equinox. By the French Republican calendar, it is the 10th day of Fructidor, the day of the échelle, the ladder. The sun rises today at 6:18 a.m. Solar noon takes place today at 12:57 p.m. The sun sets today at 7:35 p.m. Civil twilight ends at 8:04 p.m. and nautical twilight ends at 8:38 p.m. The length of daytime today is 2 minutes, 32 seconds, shorter than yesterday. The moon is in its waxing crescent phase and is 19% full at midday. The first quarter will arrive on Sunday, the 31st of August. These are the predicted tides today for Horn's Hook. In the wee hours, high tide, 1:25 a.m., 1 meter 46. In the morning, low tide, 7:23 a.m., 18 centimeters. In the afternoon, high tide, 1:45 p.m., 1 meter 74. In the evening, low tide, 7:54 p.m., 18 centimeters. In our shared realm of plants and animals, according to the reckoning of the Farmer's Almanac, the dog days of summer, the hottest days of the year, came to an end on August 11th. And indeed, in the last week, temperatures have been moderating, and the oppressive heat has begun to wane. Of all the flowers in the garden, the nasturtiums are the most obviously pleased by this turn of the weather. They germinate easily in early summer, but come the hot weather they droop and clearly struggle. Sometimes they can simply give up the ghost in the heat. But those that make it through the heat are suddenly springing into their full vitality. Their leaves plump up, and they send out enthusiastic shoots. Come September, they will be a sight to see. Commemorations. On this day in 1665, the very first play in English to be formed in North America was staged. It was entitled The Bear and the Cub, and was produced at a tavern in Accomac, Virginia. It was written and performed by the trio Cornelius Watkinson, Philip Howard, and William Darby. Soon after the performance, they were denounced for public wickedness and hauled before the magistrate. After being interrogated by the court, they were ordered to return in costume and provide the full text of the play. The court must have enjoyed the play because they were exonerated, and their accuser had to pay the court costs. A happy ending to the first theatrical performance in British North America. Today is an important anniversary in the history of New York. On this day in 1776, the Battle of Long Island took place. The Continental Congress had declared independence that July. A flotilla of British ships had landed a large expeditionary force in Staten Island, while George Washington's Continental Army was posted in New York to defend the city. On this day, the British Army under General William Howe met Washington's forces on Long Island, in what is today the borough of Brooklyn. Washington's men were outflanked, and the British won a decisive victory. 2 days later, Washington evacuated his entire army to Manhattan, protected by a lucky, foggy night. But the city was lost. Washington retreated up Manhattan and eventually took his troops across to New Jersey. New York was occupied by the British for the rest of the Revolutionary War. On this day in 1883, the island volcano Krakatoa, located west of Java in Indonesia, erupted in a massive series of explosions. These had the force of 200 megatons of TNT, setting off tsunamis up to 30 meters high in some places. The noise of the third explosion of the day remains the loudest known sound in recorded Earth history, and was heard thousands of miles away. The effects of the eruption were experienced around the globe, with a year of spectacular sunsets due to the volcanic ash in the atmosphere, and temperatures dropped around the globe that year as well. Finally, we wish Jeanette Winterson a happy birthday today. The English novelist and essayist was born this day in 1959. Her first book, Oranges Are Not the Only Fruit, was a semi-autobiographical novel describing the experience of a lesbian raised in a Pentecostal household in the north of England. Her book of essays, Art Objects, is a thoughtful cri de coeur for the value of literature. Happy birthday, Jeanette Winterson. And that is the Observatory, Wednesday the 27th of August, 2025.